if you want to follow along and be part of the prayer service, the Cedarim are outside. This is not what your kids have, but the Cedarim are outside. So if you want one and you want to follow along, the page numbers will be up there. And by all means, you can go get one. We'll bring a few in. If you want one, raise your hand and we'll bring a few in. Okay, so first of all, welcome. I'll rework here. Welcome to Epstein. We're really glad that you're here. We're really glad to be back after the snow and the ice and all that. And we're really glad that we're in session today. So, before we start with the program itself, last opportunity for this pair of Mercedes skis with a purple monkey. We will leave it up front. So if this is yours, we can't get into your car. We'll leave it up front, but it doesn't say. I'll be looking for it at the end of the day. Okay, so it is our tradition in general to start with a little bit about some of the upcoming events, and I will call up 3 people in a minute, but before that, in addition to saying welcome, I would ask that everybody turn off their cell phones or put them on vibrate so that everybody can be present and there'll be no distractions for our kids. And it is my pleasure to call up Lauren Score, Stephanie Rubel, and Ashley Woodman, who are co-chairs of the auction, or at least 2 of the 3. It's actually done. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Thank you. I'm Stephanie Rubel. I'm co-chairing this year's Epstein celebration along with Carrie Guggenheim.
And I'm Lauren Score, and I'm co-chairing with Maya Sunshine and with Julie Oceans, and we're in charge of the auction this year.
And I'm Ashley Woodman, and I'm co-chairing with a number of people from the host committee for the celebration this year. This year, we're honoring Kathy Bornstein and Myrna Rebel, who are amazing women that are retiring at the end of the year. We're all happy for them, sad for us, but the celebration is going to be incredible because these women are so special. It's March 25th, so put it on the calendar. It's a great night. It's the one night of the year where we get to get dressed up and party and have fun, and it's a great auction, and it's a good time to kind of get to talk about things in school, but also other things too. There you go.
And let me just tell you a little bit about this year's auction. It's going to run similarly to years past, where we're going to do Qtago. And so everybody from out of town, you don't need to be left out. There's going to be links that your family members can send to you. So you can be involved too through your smartphone, tablets, computers, everything. This year we have some incredible things lined up as always. We have a trip to New York, complete with tickets to this year's hottest Broadway show, Dear Evan Hansen, which are impossible to get. We've got more jewelry than ever before. We've got, of course, some really incredible restaurants. And special restaurants gave us tasting for 4 people this year, so we're really excited. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so it's March 25th. That's a Sunday night at 6 p.m. Put it on your calendars, get your sitters, book an Uber, whatever you're going to do. We're having a DJ and dancing this year. And also, the invitations are going to be mailed in about 2 weeks. You'll get them, and along with information about sponsorship. And this year, as an added value of being a sponsor, we're doing a tribute journal where you can express your love and appreciation for our 2 amazing honorees, Myrna and Kathy. So we hope to see you there. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for all the work that goes into that. So I wanted to just take 2 minutes and frame a little bit about what you're going to see. First of all, as you all know, we just had 2 snow days, so our kids who were primed and ready to go for Wednesday morning are maybe a little rusty, so try to be understanding of them. And I also appreciate everybody's efforts to pivot their time to be now. One of the things that we really wanted to do is to not have this sitting over our kids' heads and causing them anxiety as they waited for days or weeks until we actually had a chance to do this. And that was part of our decision to reschedule now, so we're glad that we're all here. Today is about Torah. So in the past, this has often been framed around Rosh Chodesh. And in fact, it was originally scheduled for Rosh Chodesh. You'll hear more about that in a little bit. But the core here is around Torah. And reading from the Sefer Torah, which is a skill that our kids learn in 3rd grade, and you'll see them doing that today, and it's amazing for them to learn the skill and to deeply engage with it. But it's also about reading deeply into the Torah, celebrating it, and making it their own. What you're going to see today are various pieces of our students' authentic learning. They read deeply into the text of Bereshit, into the text of Genesis, into learning about Abraham. They're looking at it from different perspectives. That's one of the things that is key to our tradition and to our school. The joke is often 2 Jews, 3 opinions, but that's not just a joke. That's one of our skills, is to look at things from different perspectives, and a critical skill. They're writing about it in their own words, both in English and in Hebrew, and you'll see some of that outside. Hopefully you have a chance to see those trifolds out there, and you'll see it in the classroom. And they're finding themes and translating it into art. And all of these require them to think deeply about the text. These are key elements of what makes our school special and unique. The asking the questions, looking at the values in our tradition, connecting it to their family, and one of the things you'll see in those trifolds is an articulation of what was a value that they read in the Torah, what was somebody in their family, how did they see that value reflected in their family, and how does it help them shape their actions in the world. In the end, we're trying to give them, to help them make the Torah their own. It's not just a book from the sky. It's not Hashemayim. It's not just in the heavens. This is our book, and this is an opportunity for our students to own and to really celebrate their engagement with Torah. So these experiences have been built very intentionally, and you'll be hearing about them and seeing them both now and in the classroom. And we're very proud to present the 3rd grade.
One by one, till you shout, "Enough, enough," then we'll This year, we have not only learned how to read from the Torah, but we have learned the actual text.
We learned about the important values the Torah teaches us.
Throughout this milestone, we will travel back and forth through time, seeing how we took the stories we learned and brought them to life.
The first parsha of Vayera.
Avram was sitting down by the side of his tent.
It's a really nice day outside.
When Avram heard God,
Avram, go where I will tell you, away from your country, family, and father's home.
Okay, where are we going?
I cannot tell you.
Why?
I cannot tell you that either.
Can I bring Lot with me?
Sure.
Avram asked Lot a question.
Lot, can you come with me?
Sure thing, Uncle. I love going on adventures with you.
They started walking, and walking.
How much longer are we going to be there in? We are almost there. Phew, it is hot out here. We are finally here and Eric's not on.
And Avram changed Avram's and Sarai's name.
Now that you did all that for me, I'm going to love me inside your names. Sarai, you are now Sarah. And you, Avram, you are now Abraham.
Thank you so much for our new name.
A long time ago, there was a man named Avram. One day, God said to Avram,
Avram, leave your country, city, and home.
unlike most people, Avram said,
Yes, I will. Thank you, Avram. Sarah, look, God told me to go to the place that God will show me.
We will come with you.
So then, let's pack our bags and get going. Where are we going?
"It's so hot. I want something to eat."
I want a drink. We are walking the right direction. If we keep walking, we will be.
5 days later, they made it to their destination, also known as Eretz Canaan.
Yay!
I know this story. We learned about it at the beginning of the year. Even though it happened so long ago, we learned so much from it about how to live our lives today.
Abraham taught us about bravery. אני חושב שאברהם היה גאה בי כי אני הייתי אמיץ כי שיניתי בית ספר פעמיים.
Hayden was so brave. He changed scores twice.
Abraham taught us about trust.
אני חושבת שאברהם היה גאה בי כי אני בוטחת בחברים ובמשפחה שלי. אני בוטחת באמא שלי מאוד כי אמא נותנת לי הרגשה בטוחה ואני יודעת שאני יכולה לבטוח בה. Abraham would have been proud of her because she trusts her friends and family. She trusts her mother because she gives her safe feeling and she knows she can trust her.
A few years later, we're now reading Parshat Ve'orah.
Welcoming guests. A long time ago, Abraham was sitting outside his tent and 3 men came.
Welcome, welcome. Let me get you some food and water. Sarah, get some food and water for our guests.
Okay. We came here for a reason.
Abraham.
God, is that you?
Yes, Abraham, it's me, God. I came to tell you Sarah's going to have a baby.
I'm so old and now I can have a baby. Do you think the Lord would lie to you? No, I do not think so. In 1 year we will return and you will have a baby. Simmons open, muzzle token, muzzle token.
Wow, I see 3 men. Let some water be fetched, bathe your feet, and recline under a tree while I get you a meal.
And he went to Sarah first.
Sarah, please prepare fine meal for tea.
Okay. Then he went to the servant. Okay.
Here's your food.
Thank you. And Abraham was with 3 men.
Where is Sarah? In the tent. We will come back in 1 year's time, and Sarah will have a child.
I'm too old. How can I have a baby?
She may be old, but Sarah will have a baby.
The 3 men rose from the tent and looked towards stone. Why do you think they're looking towards stone?
By welcoming strangers, Abraham and Sarah taught me to open my heart to others.
אני חושבת שאברהם היה גאה בי כי אני משחקת עם חברה שאני רואה שהיא משחקת לבד. Abraham will be proud of Sophia because she plays with her friends and she sees that her friend is playing by herself. Abraham, I'm going to destroy stone because the people in stone are not doing the right things.
But God, there must be at least 50 righteous people in stone.
If there are 50 righteous people in stone, I will not destroy it.
I will take over your house.
I destroy your money. I'm taking over your house.
But God, there must be at least 20 righteous people in stone. Will you still destroy the city of stone?
No, I will not destroy the city of stone.
But God, there must be at least 10 righteous people in the city of stone. Will you still destroy the city of stone?
If there are 10 righteous people in stone, I will not destroy it.
But there are no righteous people in the city of stone.
God, Abraham's nephew, lives in Sodom, so God sent 2 angels to warn him.
Well, we hear you very important message from God.
What is it?
God wants to destroy the city of Sodom. This is full of evil people.
But God is not going to kill you if you are a righteous person, and God destroys Sodom and don't look back. Okay. Everyone, we must pack our bags and don't look back.
May I
pagpaan tradisyonal sa loyal testimony to our people. From Abraham's actions, Elon learned to be brave even when other people do not agree with him, but he knows it is the right thing to do.
He was brave when he went to school for the first time, and he didn't know English, only Hebrew.
This story taught me about the concept of Rodef Shalom. Ani חושב שאברהם היה גאה, כי אני גם רודף שלום. כשילד אומר דבר רע לחבר שלו, אני אומר לא, שזה אסור.
Jude thinks that Abraham would be proud of him because he also is a person who seeks peace.
When one friend says a mean thing to another, we tell them that this is wrong.
Abraham taught me about being courageous. He is courageous for sticking up to God, to find even one tzaddik, one righteous person.
Standing up for even an individual person can change someone's life.
אני חושבת שאברהם היה בי כי שחברים שלי רבות אני אעזר להם ולפתור את הבעיה.
Abraham will be proud of Gabby because when her friends are arguing, she helps them to solve the problem.
With no further ado, we are moving on to the next portion, Haye Sarah, the life of Sarah.
A long time ago, Sarah died at the age of 127. Abraham was looking for a place to bury Sarah. Abraham was looking for a grave.
Shalom, Abraham.
Do you know who owns this property?
Yeah, it's our dad. Come with me and I'll show you to him.
Hi, Donald. Who's this? Oh, wait, you're the famous Abraham.
Yep, here's Abraham.
I'm here because my wife Sarah passed away. I need a place to bury her.
My lord, I would give you that land for free.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary.
Dad, stop fighting with him so he can find a place to bury Sarah.
How much is the land?
400 shekels.
Abraham bought the land and married Sarah there.
Sarah died at 127 years old in Kiryat Arba. Please. Oh, Abraham, we know who you are. Place you want belongs to Ephron.
Oh, Abraham, I never knew you. You can have this piece of land for free.
Normally we stand for Hallel, but for today's purposes, our children will rise for us.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. This morning was supposed to take place on Wednesday, which was Rosh Chodesh of the month of Shvat. So in a few minutes, you will hear the students reading the Torah portion that is said on Rosh Chodesh. This month, as I said, is the month of Shvat, where we celebrate Tu B'Shvat, which is, some say, the holiday of the trees, which is very, very, very fitting for this specific milestone. Because, as we will soon sing, Etz Chaim Hi L'Machazikim Ba. The Torah is the tree of life to them that hold fast to it. And these students have definitely delved into their Torah learning and made so much sense of it in the ways that they now know how the Torah teaches them to live and what values they hold that they learn about in the Torah. They read the actual text in Hebrew. They wrote the skits you heard independently. Both the Hebrew and the English that you heard was all student-driven, written by the students. The values that came out of it were values chosen by the students, and you'll see more of it outside on the trifold boards, and also in class. When you go to class, you'll see an exquisite art book that each student has created from Brigitte, where they followed David Moss, who's an Israeli artist, in the way that they really portrayed the different characters and what took place in the Torah. So, with no further ado, please join us. One more.
I'm going to call up Rabbi Eller to help lead us, one of our community rabbis, and to help lead us in offering the blessings that are due at a moment as auspicious as this to our children, and I hope that you also will join us.
So there you go. It is great to be able to bless you guys. One of the fun things about Rosh Chodesh, there's more than one, by the way, which is shocking in and of itself, is that most of the holidays, you kind of know when they're going to happen. Even if it's kind of a surprise, Rosh Hashanah sneaks up on us, that Rosh Chodesh is unique because Rosh Chodesh happens when there's a new moon, but it's not just enough that there's a moon in the sky, we have to see it and recognize it. There used to be that when somebody saw the new moon, they would go and alert, and then the school would send out a message, everyone, Rosh Chodesh tomorrow. Nowadays, it's on the calendar, we know, but it's a reminder that there are some things that may kind of start out from God, may start out from outside, but they're not real until we add our part. They're not real until we do what we need to do to make it happen. So when I think about what we're doing here, the Torah, right? So the Torah comes to us from above, comes to us as a gift, but it's only real when we make it ourselves, when we make it our own. So as we are here together, we're celebrating, right, that Rosh Chodesh, even though the new moon happened a few days ago, we are making our Rosh Chodesh today. We are taking what came from the outside and making it part of ourselves. And so my blessing to you is that you always take those gifts from outside and really make them your own, make them part of who you are. So I would like to ask our children to rise for a bracha. And I'd like to ask each of our parents to rise in our hearts and to come in our hearts. And join me as we offer a blessing to our children. For our boys, we say, Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim v'Chinashe. May God bless you like Ephraim and Menashe. For our girls, we say, Yesimech Elohim ke'Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May God bless you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And for all of our children, we say, Yevarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God shine His face towards you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God shine His face towards you and especially grant you peace.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Heller. Hasanim, b'vakasha. Please rise.
בבקשה לשבת. תעמוד מירי בת מינה ומנחם הראשונה. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. אמן. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור. אדוני כבשים בני שנה תמימים שניים
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נשא בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. והרשל אברהם השניות.
ואמרת להם זה האישה אשר תקריבו לאדוני כבשים בני שנה הסד בין הבאים והסירי האפד סולף לניחה תלולב בשמן כתי רביעי תהי
אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
עולה תמיד עשויה בהר סיני, לריח ניחוח איש של אדוני, ואזכור רביעית תמיד לכבש האחד הקודש, עשה נזק על אדוני, תעשה בין הבית מימד הבוקר, ונזכור תעשה אישה ויניחוח אדוני, וביום השבת שני כבשים לשנה תמימים ושני עשרונים. So let me have
Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they experience war anymore. Let us say,
Awesome. You guys were amazing. Seeing your skits, hearing what you learned from the Torah, hearing you put it in your own words, seeing everything outside, and hearing you both lead the tefillah and read from the Torah, amazing. You guys can all feel incredibly proud of yourselves, and we are all incredibly proud of you. Mr. Rupture.
Students, an amazing job today. I know that we had a little scheduling issue, but thank you all for practicing at home and being here with us today. Parents, thank you as well. Sorry for any of the confusion or issues that we might have had, but thank you all for making it as accommodating as possible. We really do appreciate that. Students, the amount of hard work and amazing jobs that you all did, really, very, very proud. I think I have one of the better parts of this separate from what the students get to do, because I get to do my appreciations. And first, I do want to do the appreciations for the students and then also for the parents. I'm sure that you all have enjoyed hearing the songs at home, but you are also ready for the next batch of songs that are going to be coming, and the next batch of memorized lines that are going to be coming for you all. So the next group that I would like to thank is our PTO. Our PTO has donated a book in the honor of the third grade milestone today, and you can find this in the library. I know everyone's going to want to check it out as soon as possible, so we'll have a little waiting list going on if you would like this book. I do also want to touch on some of the process of what goes into the third grade milestone. So we have a culminating event here, and this is fantastic. But not only does the learning happen here, but it also happens, the process affords us the opportunity of looking deeper into what it means to be a 21st century Jewish day school. And not only being up here, learning the lines and connecting with the Torah, but connecting with the other pieces that go into this. And so like Ms. Ranit did mention, the students were the ones that read the Torah, they were the ones that created the skits, and they were the ones that reflected upon that. With that, we can all enjoy and understand the opportunities of creating, collaborating, working with different personalities as we are having to compromise with others and work with others to make sure that this event goes on smoothly. Some other things that are, some other items that our students were able to work on is obviously their literacy skills as they were focusing on the creation of these scripts. You will also, whenever you go out, take a look at those trifolds. And then when you walk into the classrooms, you will notice on the bulletin boards writings to Abraham, and those are going to be, some are going to be in English and some are going to also be in Hebrew. And being able to have that opportunity of reading the text, but digging a little bit deeper as to what that means, not only as the whole picture, but to them as individuals. And that goes back on one of the key things that we like to do, especially for our elementary students, and that's reflecting on our work, but also reflecting on who we are as individuals. I know as adults, we get out in the real world and try all these things, but taking that step back and reflecting on our actions, who we are as individuals, and our students are learning some of those key skills at such a very young age. And obviously this entire event could not be possible. I do have a nice long list of people that I deeply, deeply want to thank. So for our teachers, we have Ms. Iris Reber, Mary Sternberg, Ellen Harrison, Phyllis Klein, Heather Lanfantano, Rachel Mandel, JJ McKelvey, and Amora Novi. Nomi, excuse me, Nomi. Also in our tech department, we have Holly Benson-Yor, and you will see that this is live stream, and we also have Gordon and Mr. Aaron Griffin back there. I'm going to give a little shout out to my mom, who I think is watching right now. So, hello Mom, thank you for being with us all the way from Arkansas. I also want to thank Pamela Cohen, who, when you go into the classroom, you're going to sit by your child's artwork, and that artwork, as Ranit has mentioned, it's just another way of diving into the text with our students. And so you will look at an art book, and on the surface you will see shapes, and you will see colors, but it's connecting that with the art of the Israeli artists that we are working with, and making sure that you are connecting and having a deeper and different understanding of the text from a different angle. I also want to thank Miss Miria, the pianist who's been with us, Mary and Miri Sternberg. I said Miri Sternberg. Yeah, but Miri would not let me forget if I forgot her. So I also want to thank Ms. Hazel Hunt, who helped with our students working on their drama pieces. Ms. Laura Levine, who helped with the Tefillah. Thank you so month with that. And Ms. Scott, thank you very much for helping with the music and all that goes into that, and Mr. Anthony Shields helping us with the technology piece. And I would also like to give a special thank you to Ms. Ben David, who I don't know if you saw, is holding note cards up here so students know when to go from scene to scene. And then also Ms. Amihud, who helped with the overall vision of this. Thank you very much. I also want to thank some of the elementary team that did a lot of behind the scenes, Ms. Tracy Everett, Ms. Jo Rayfield, and Ms. Ellen Schwartz. They're the glue that kind of puts all of this stuff together. And so the next steps is I'm going to have the students go ahead, and teachers, if you want to grab them, and parents, we're going to stay seated and we'll talk for another extra minute, but we're going to go